Hello, good morning students. Okay, up to now we learn it about the coordination in life process. So, in this whole lesson we learn it how the chemical coordination is going on and how the nervous system, chemical systems help them to coordinate in different parts of your body, basically and very importantly about digestion. Okay na? So, here about this digestion, a very important and very interesting facts is lies behind that, because in earlier days no one can know what is going on in your digestion, how the process may be going to complete, what is happening in our stomach, how chemicals may be work in your stomach. About this all number of scientists are they don't know. But during one a small accident, the scientist they can discover a very important and very interesting facts about this digestion. Clear now? So, now we are going to discuss about what are the very interesting fact lies behind the digestion and who discovered about this. In this class we are going to discuss, that is about the historical evidences of human digestion. Okay. So, when the man may be identify what is going on inside the digestion tract or digestive tract, he can give a very important statement, that is the man with a window in his stomach. One simple statement is given by scientist. Okay, he was an army American physiologist and he discovered a very interesting fact about this digestion, and he stated the statement, that is the man with a window in his stomach. Let me discuss how he may discover what is going on in the digestion process and what is going on in your stomach. Clear now? So, it is a small accident only, in small incident. Before to know about the digestion or know about the stomach, a small incident which is faced by this scientist, let me know it. Okay, one fine morning, one soldier is here. His name is Alex Saint Martin. He may get a small accident with the bullets, means he was maybe shooted with one gun and that bullet may be accidentally bring into their stomach only. Okay. So, he was a person, soldier, 19 years old. He was just a 19 years old person and he was living in a fort of Mackinac and that lived into the place of Michigan Peninsula. Michigan Peninsula, he was living there and by accidentally, but with a bullet, with a gun, one shoot may be accidentally faced by this person Alex Saint Martin. So, a bullet may be inserted, a bullet may be forcibly inserted or introduced in his stomach, and in that stomach he bought or he faced with a one big hole only. So, that person when he bring into the army hospital, here an American army physiologist, his name was William Beaumont. He was a doctor. Okay. So, the Alex may be bring to the Williams hospital and William find out the place where he may be get shooted, and that place near the stomach he make a big hole only, and the all internal parts, means the digestive tract, lungs, everything is maybe get affected and some part of the digestive tract come outside of the body. So, according to William Beaumont, he believed it, the Alex is not going to live for a long time. So, temporarily he do it some primary first aid. Because he was a doctor, he do some small treatment to the Alex only. So, what he did it? He collect the all internal part which come outside, pushed back into their body, and he make some pack up on that places only. Just he gave to the first aid. And William Beaumont believed that within a 1 day or 2 day, the Alex is going to die. Some medicine is given, some treatment is given to the Alex, and he believed, William Beaumont believed that Alex is going to die within a day or 2 days. But Alex is not going to die. Second day, when this army doctor went to the hospital and visited to the Alex, he saw the Alex live only. So he may get so wonder only. The internal all part, the stomach part, the intestine part which is come outside, and he may get injury in that part, and he just during such time there is no surgeries. Means he didn't do any surgery, he just push out the all parts inside and he just gave to the first aid only. But even though Alex is live only. So, in number of questions is arised in the William Beaumont, and he began to observe the Alex condition. In number of days, he gave treatment to the Alex, and in between these two people make a one bonding also, because Alex now going to become so popular and so famous because he was the person who made the part of discovery of digestive tract, or what is going on in a digestion. He is going to give his contribution on Williams or Beaumont's discoveries only. So, during such time they don't know, both don't know what is going on next, but both made helpful, mutually understand each one and mutually supporting each one, and Williams began his discoveries about the digestion, what is going on. So, slowly when the treatment is going on, continually he is going to make what changes is going on in the stomach. Before that, during the time period of 1822 and 1833, in this time they don't know what is going on inside the stomach. They don't know when the food may enter into the stomach, stomach is going to begin some digestive juices. But before that they are thinking stomach is filled with a number of digestive juices. But after this experiment, they can broke down the all statements what hypothesized in before days, in earlier years only. So, what the William is going to do, he make the food, and the food may be inserted inside the Alex body through that hole only. So, dear students, he was a Alex Saint Martin, and here you see there is a big hole is formed due to shoot in the stomach. Due to this gun and due to this bullet, a big hole is formed in the stomach. And he was the American Army physiologist. Name is Dr. William Beaumont. He is going to treat the Alex condition. So, see, to understand what is going on inside the stomach, he introduced one small tube through this hole, and he is going to observe what is going after eating of the food. When the food may be enter into the stomach, inside the stomach what is going on. To understand that, to observe that, he introduced one tube, and the mouth of the tube may be filled with the food. Okay, the boiled food is inserted along with this food, and the tube may be tied with one thread. After few hours, the tube with thread may be bring back, and he is going to experiment what is happen after eating of food. So, here you see the man, he was the Alex Saint Martin. He lived, even though a big hole is formed on their body, but he didn't die. He lived with that hole only. for a several years only. With that open wound only. He lived for with a several years with that open wound only. So here he was a Alex St. Martin and he was the American army physiologist, and the wound what is happened into the Alex body, he treated in this open wound, and the discovery of stomach digestion or the discovery of interesting facts what is really going on in the stomach is discovered after this observation, after this treatment, and after this all the whole experiments. Dr. William Beaumont continually he is going to observe the Alexa body through this hole only. Okay, and to understand what is going on in the stomach, as I said, he introduced one 5 to 6 inches of tube, and after food is given to the Alex, immediately after 20 minutes or half an hour, he bring back the tube and he started his experiment to observe what is going to happen in the stomach. And he observed, he introduced the tube in empty stomach also. After eating and before eating, he introduced the tubes and he is going to understand what is going on in the stomach only. So, by a continuous experiments, finally he find out a very important facts which is connected to the digestion. Okay, and he very proudly he told that to the whole world, before this all discoveries what are done by the William Beaumont, before that everyone is thinking our stomach is a one type of mill only, one of the mixer grinder only. When the food may be enter into that mixer grinder, by producing heat our food may be get digested, means it break down into simpler form only. So different type of statements and different type of opinions are expressed by number of scientists, because they don't know what is really happen in the stomach when the food may be entered. So while he is doing his experiments on Alex, continually only boiled food, some leafy vegetables, okay, cooked food only given to the Alex only. And one more statement is given, mouth is not the opening part to insert the food for a digestion process. Without mouth also, directly if you insert any food item into the stomach, your stomach is ready to digest them. That also he observed, because the Alex is not allowed to eat the food through their mouth only, means during this experiments. Sometimes directly food may be forcibly pushed into the stomach through that hole only. So one more statement is given by the William, that is mouth is the not a part which help them for the digestion. And one more statement and one more opinion is so popular during that time, that is our stomach is complete bag of number of chemicals. All the time ready-made chemicals are already present in the stomach. They believed like that. But after these statements, their beliefs and their what they hypothesized is completely washed out, because your stomach or our stomach is not a bag of all chemical agents. Whenever you put the food in our stomach, instantly or immediate after eating of food, stomach is begin to produce the number of chemicals, as we learned in our previous classes. Before that, one more statement and one more important statement he find out, that is he as I said, no, before this experiments everyone is believing a huge amount of temperature also producing from our stomach to digest the food. Okay, that statement first he break down. That first he discovered that when you put the food, when food may be inserted in the stomach, either our body is empty stomach or the stomach is filled with food, there is no change in the temperature. There is no change in the temperature in our stomach. The temperature is constantly is maintained, that is 100 degree Fahrenheit or 38 degrees centigrade. Means if your body is empty without food, or the food may be enter in your stomach. In all condition, stomach is going to maintain the constant temperature. So, when we eat the food, our body is not going to produce more and more heat to digest the food. So, the first statement is broken and the first statement is proven. Your stomach is not producing the heat. Okay. Second statement what he observed, that is in your stomach, as we know it, our stomach, the wall of your stomach have one gastric glands are present. One gastric glands are present. The walls of a stomach have one gland. Okay, that gland we call them gastric gland. So, when the food may be inserted in the stomach, immediately by a nerve impulses, by a chemical reaction, through the brain orders impulses, these glands are activated. As a result, the gland is going to produce the gastric juices. Gastric juices which may contain more amount of hydrochloric acids and remaining enzymes also present. Okay. In this, along with these glands, mucus gland also present which may produce the mucus. To protect this gastric juices, means which may produce a large amount of hydrochloric acid to break down the protein molecules into simpler form. So, that statement also proven by the William Beaumont as the stomach which may produce the gastric juices have a large amount of hydrochloric acid, and this hydrochloric acid is a chemical agent which act on the inactive pepsinogen enzyme, and this inactive pepsinogen is converted into pepsin. That pepsin activate, or that pepsin may be act on to the proteins. As a result, the proteins are break down into simpler form. But before this experiment, everyone is thinking gastric juice is nothing but one watery supplement only. But that gastric juice is not a watery supplement, it is not a watery substance. That statement also proven after this experiments only. Okay. So, after this experiment, he may give the with proven statements is given. Whenever you eat the food, immediately gastric juices stimulated. As a result, gastric juices are released. These gastric juices may contain a very acidic hydrochloric acid. This hydrochloric acid play an important role to break down the proteins, and the same time this hydrochloric acid helpful to kill the bacteria which may by chance enter into the stomach. So, two functions are done by the hydrochloric acid. This one also proven by William Beaumont. Okay. And another statement is given, as I said, no, previous experience or previous scientists, they proven your stomach is complete bag of chemicals store only. A number of chemicals are instantly stored in your stomach. Whenever we eat the food, this stored chemical act on our food and it's break into simpler form. So, as a result, heat is going to produce. That statement is completely wrong, because no chemical is stored in our body. Whenever food may enter, and based on the quantity of food, what amount of food you eat, based on that the proper quantity of enzymes or chemicals are produced on particular time only. They are not stored in our body. Our body is not a storage of all number of chemicals. When body is received the food, during such time only different glands are stimulated and they release a number of chemicals which help them for digestion process. So, that statement also proven by William Beaumont. As a result, gastric juice not a store in the stomach. Gastric juices are not stored in our stomach. That also proven by William Beaumont. Another statement is given that digestion begins immediately when food enter into the stomach. That statement also proven. Digestion is not begin when the food is not entered. Okay, digestion is begin immediately when food may be enter into the stomach. When food enter into the stomach, the walls of a stomach stimulated through a brain and the nervous system and chemical messengers, number of chemicals are released and the digestion process may be begin, and the digestion process may be going on in the stomach. Clear now? So that statement also given by the William Beaumont. So one more statement is proven by the Dr. William Beaumont, that is that food in the stomach satisfy hunger even though it is not eaten. Even though it is not eaten. For this, what he did it, at 4 o'clock the breakfast is given to the legs. Okay, after that means early in the morning 4 o'clock he gave the breakfast to the legs, and after that he make the fasting. So breakfast he eaten through his mouth. Then afternoon the lunch may be introduced through that hole only, which where the injured part is there, through that hole the food may be inserted in his stomach only. But in our previous class we learned it, the hunger pangs may be increased due to the chemical is produced from the stomach. So as I said no in beginning, the mouth is not the first part, or the mouth is not going to helpful for a person through that which food may be inserted. From the hole also, if you introduce the food in the stomach begin its work and it's help them for digestion process. So after lunch, a long time he given as a fast only, and then next time the food may be inserted through that hole and through that tube only, and the digestion process is going to complete it. So during that time he may get confused, means actually we know in earlier class, in this chapter only we learn it. We feel hungriness because stomach is going to produce one chemical, that is a ghrelin. Okay, when the ghrelin is produced in the walls of a stomach, then you feel the hungriness, and when you start eating, after some time the hunger feeling maybe gets suppressed. Okay na? Why? Because one more chemical is going to produce, that is a leptin. By that your feeling of hunger and stop eating, to end the eating process is going on due to these two chemicals only. But he proved it, the hungerness, the feeling of hungerness is not going to satisfy because the food is not started to eat through that mouth only. If the food may be put through that hole, even though your stomach may be helpful to satisfy the hungry feelings only. So like that, a number of discoveries in a medicines, in a human life, a number of discoveries which is connected to the digestion is discovered by William Beaumont, and apart from this all experiment, Alex St. Martin helpful to the Beaumont to introduce a digestion or a digestive information to the world, and it's so helpful in the medicinal world only. So when you eat the food, we are going to eat a number of types of food, but the food which is not suitable to your body, your digestive tract is not accept that food, and a number of chemicals what are releasing in your body not accepting in that digestion process. So as a result, you may get a number of belchings, and the peristaltic movement which is going on from the esophagus to throughout your digestive tract, it get reversed. It get reversed. As a result of this reverse peristaltis, this reverse peristaltic movement, then what happened? We are going to get the one problem, that is a vomiting. That is a vomiting. So the food which is suited to your body, if you eat such type of food, then your body is accepting, your all digestive tract is get accepting, and the digestion process is completed. But unsuitable food or the food which is not healthy to you, it's not accepted in your body, and that food may be come outside through your body by a process that is reverse peristaltic. Okay students, up to now we learn it what is happening in the stomach during digestion process. A number of discoveries are discovered by William Beaumont during his experiments on Alex St. Martin only. And now let me see what is actually happening into the stomach. You know the stomach is a one bag like structure, okay, and the stomach have a some body parts like the first part which is open and which is near to the esophagus. This body part we call them cardiac stomach. Cardiac stomach. Okay. The next part, this body parts, we call them as a fundus. This is called as a fundus. Okay. The end part of this body, the stomach, this part we call them pylorus, or we call them antrum. And this, the very bulged part, it is called as a body. It is called as a body. So stomach have a 4 parts. One is cardiac stomach or cardiac part, fundus, body. The end part we call them pylorus or antrum only. At the same time, the stomach have a 2 openings also. 2 openings. The one first opening where the esophagus may enter into the stomach. Where the esophagus ended and stomach is began. In this part, one opening is present. At the same time, the narrow or posterior part of the stomach, from where the small part, small intestine, mouth of the small intestine begin, or we call them from where the duodenum is begin. So like that we have a 2 openings. The first opening we call them as a cardiosphincters, and the last part where the duodenum is began, this opening we call them pyloric sphincters. Pyloric sphincters means stomach have a 2 openings and 4 parts. Cardiac stomach, fundus, body, antrum. These are a 4 parts and 2 openings, cardiac sphincter and pyloric sphincter. At the same time, inside the stomach we have a 3 types of muscular layers. One muscular layers which are completely spread as a longitudinal, means lengthwise. Such muscles we call them longitudinal muscles. Longitudinal muscles. One is circular muscles. They are spread throughout the stomach in a circular form. So these are a circular muscles, and some may be present oblique like this only. So like that in your stomach, inside the stomach we have a 3 muscular layers: longitudinal muscles, circular muscles and oblique muscles. These muscles always moving only. By that only the churning process is completed, mean that the mixing process is going on with the help of these 3 type of muscles. So let me see, when the food may enter in our body, what happen in the stomach? So that process, when the food may enter into the stomach, the first step we call them as a propulsion. What do you mean by propulsion? Propulsion is nothing but the act of moving something forward. The act of moving something forward, the pushing forward. Okay. After digestion process is completed, by continuous, the muscle when is moving, the churning process is going on, then the digestion may be mostly is completed in the stomach only, and this all body parts help them for this digestion or churning process. Then the openings helpful The first, when the food may enter into the stomach, this cardiac sphincter opens once, so a small quantity of food which is already present in the esophagus, it may enter into the stomach. Means step by step, a small quantity of food may be enter into the stomach, and the stomach is going to complete the digestion process. After, when the food may be converted as a semi-solid food, that we call them as a chyme. What we call them? Chyme. The digestion means the semi-solid food which is completed after digestion, a churning process, the food may be converted into chyme only. That chyme, it's move on into the food in the stomach, and a small quantity of chyme may be pushed into the duodenum. Duodenum is nothing but the mouth of a small intestine. A small quantity of food is pushing forward from stomach to duodenum. Such process is called propulsion. Such process is called propulsion. So, here when the food may be mixed all together, and gastric juices which help them to break down the proteins, hydrochloric acid which activate the pepsinogen and convert into pepsin, pepsin act on to the proteins, and protein are going to break down into simpler form. In small quantity of lipase also produced to break down the fatty materials in the stomach only. Means protein digestion is mostly completed into the stomach. That digested are converted as a chyme or semi-solid food. A small balls of the chyme may be pushed into the duodenum. The pushing forward with a force only, the walls of a muscles, the muscles which are present in the stomach, all together they push the chyme from stomach to duodenum. So, during this pushing or forwarding, the opening of this duodenum, what we call them as a pyloric sphincter, is open once. So, what happened? A small quantity of food may be pushed forwarded into the duodenum. Okay. Next, a huge amount of food may be come and deposited near the antrum. But all food at a time is not pushed into the duodenum. A small quantity of food only push forwarded, remaining food bring back again into the stomach. They with a force only. With a force, the food may be pushed back into the stomach. The pushing back into the stomach, such process is called retropulsion. That we call them retropulsion. So, during retropulsion, what happened? So, during propulsion, a small quantity of food may be pushed towards the duodenum. When this duodenum opening is opened, that is pyloric sphincter is open. But at the same time, a huge amount of food may be pushed back. They are going to return back into the stomach with a force only, and such process is called retropulsion. Such process is called retropulsion. So, what do you mean by retropulsion? Retropulsion is a process in which muscular contraction, means the walls of a stomach is get contract together. One force is applied here. So, the food may be pushed back into the stomach. Okay na? So, this muscular contraction push the food backward into the stomach. Such process is called retropulsion. So, there is a benefit of the retropulsion also. When the walls of a stomach is get contract together and the food may be bring back to the stomach, as a result what happened? During such time, the walls of a stomach, they are going to produce a gastric juices. So, these gastric juices help to mix the chyme with the gastric juice, and there is a chance to break down the all larger protein molecules into simpler form also. So, there is a two benefits of the retropulsion. One is the walls of a muscular of a stomach, when they get contract together, come closer together, one force is applied. As a result, a huge amount of food may be pushed back into the stomach. Then the food may be mixed with the gastric juices and there is a chance to digest the protein molecules more and more, and it is simplified into simple particles. So, by that, by a propulsion process, by a retropulsion process, the digestion of proteins is completed into the stomach. So, sake of that we call them stomach is a mixer grinder. So, the propulsion may begin from esophagus onwards, because from your mouth when you chew the food, saliva is mixed with the food, the half or semi digested food which we call them bolus is enter into the walls of esophagus. The muscles which are present in front of the food and behind the food, one muscle is going to relax, second muscle is going to contract. Means in front of the food, the muscles which are present in the esophagus, they get contract, and behind the food, the muscles which are present in esophagus, they get relaxed. So, this alternation of relaxing and contraction of the muscles help them to push the food from one part to another part, that is propulsion. So, propulsion is begin in the esophagus itself, it is continue into the stomach also. So, as I said, the parts of a stomach, the part is fundus part, the above, and the mouth of the esophagus when it is end into the stomach, such part is cardia. The large part of the stomach is body, the end part of the stomach is antrum, or we call them pylorus, okay, or antrum and pylorus. The end of the stomach which continue as a duodenum, here we have a one opening, and the esophagus which open into the stomach, here we have a one more opening. So, stomach have a two opening, four body parts. So, here you see in the stomach, as we know, chemical digestion is going on. So, when the stomach receive the food particles from the esophagus through a peristaltic waves, the pylorus, the walls of the pylorus get forcefully, means the alternation of contraction and relaxation is going on. As a result, the pyloric sphincter is open, a small quantity of chyme may be enter into the duodenum. So, when the food enter into the duodenum by a force, that process we call them propulsion process, okay. And during the end part, the antrum part, the walls of antrum get contract, one force is applied. Due to that force, the food particles return back into the stomach. Such process is retropulsion. The bolus is pushed back into the proximal stomach. Here the bolus is pushed forward to the closed pylorus. So, here this picture can understand very easily what is going on here. So, this is a pyloric sphincter, okay, esophagus. So, when the bolus may enter into the stomach, the wall of a esophagus, the pylori, cardiac sphincter is get closed and food may be enter into the stomach. It may mixed moving up and down by a peristaltic movement. The walls of a stomach also get contract together and relax. This contraction and relaxation help them to push the food from one part to another part. Clear now? So, here this you see that retropulsion means the food may be returned back into the stomach by a contraction and relaxation of the walls of a stomach. So, dear student, I hope you understand the propulsion and the retropulsion and the discoveries about digestion which is discovered by William Beaumont. He was a American army physiologist, doctor, and he experiments all his discoveries on his patient. His name is Alex Saint Martin. Thank you.